the PlayStation 1, my very first disc console. Man, I was in love with this thing. This thing was a powerhouse back in the day. And man, it had tons of games on it. And as you can see, man, I went all out at one point. I'm talking, I bought the PlayStation 1 at one point. I bought like the guns right here. Man, this was by far one of my favorite systems back in the day. This system made me a hardcore gamer. All right, let's jump into this. Let's do it. Welcome back to Gamer to Gamer. And I've been playing games and collecting games ever since I was a kid. So therefore I decided to start this channel up. So if you like my videos, smash that like button and subscribe. So without further ado, let's start the video. Welcome back to Gamer. And let's jump into this. Let's talk PlayStation 1 or original PlayStation. Okay, so this is the system that really got me into hardcore gaming. I didn't even have the heart to open up my demo disc right here. I love this thing. The first time I saw this system, I was like, wow, that looks super cool right there. It was a cool system. I still have my original memory card in there. So in these things, you needed a memory card to save all your games here. I put Biohazard on here because Resident Evil was one of my favorite games for this system. And I thought the controller was super cool. It was kind of small, but hey, it was a perfect size for adults and kids. So I really liked the way it looked. It looked really cool at the time. There wasn't a lot of controllers that had a little hand grip that you can grip it. So man, that was always a plus. And then they came out with the PS1 right here, and it had a little screen on it. I thought it was super cool. I mean, I remember taking this thing on my overnights and playing games on it. This was an awesome system right here. Very, very cool. And it came with a new style controller, you know, with little analog sticks here. Man, this was a nice controller right here. And it felt like it had weight on it. So I was like super excited for the new controller, and you know, it felt really good in your hands. And as you notice, this hasn't changed much from the PlayStation 2, was pretty much the same, and the PlayStation 3 was pretty much the same. Because, you know, hey, if it's not broke, why fix it, right? Cool controller. And I really thought they hit a home run with this thing because, you know, it was really, really small and portable, and you could still hook it up to your TV. So I thought that was really cool. And you can buy the screen here separately. So good job, PlayStation. Good job. Close this bad boy up. Nice and tiny. Sweet. Let's talk accessories. Mad Catz made this totally cool steering wheel, and man, it was pretty nice. You gotta admit, that's pretty nice. So if you like driving games, there you go. Just hook it up to your PlayStation, and man, it was pretty fun at the time. Really, really fun. And also, if you like fighter games, check it out. PlayStation made their own, what's these things called? I totally went blank. Fight stick, arcade stick, there you go. Went blank. And man, it had turbo on it and everything, but I thought it was really cool since PlayStation actually backed up this actual model here. And there was also third-party memory cards, because you really needed a memory card if you had a lot of games. And they had some pretty cool light gun games. And this one right here, I actually picked this up 2 years ago. I found this at Goodwill. But my baby here, this is one of my original guns right here, made by PlayStation himself, Namco, for Time Crisis. This thing is awesome. This is an awesome piece. I had two, but the other one broke, and I gave it to my buddy, and he said he was going to try to fix it, but he never did get it working. But yeah, This is a cool gun by Namco. Cool accessories for the PlayStation. Now let's talk games. PlayStation had a lot, I mean a lot of cool games here. I mean, I have so many of these PlayStation games here, I don't even know where to start first. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you guys some of my favorite games that I really enjoyed on the PlayStation. Okay, the first one up is Siphon Filter. This is an awesome game right here. If you never played it, it is a must play right here. This game is action packed, and man, I think there's got some sequels on it also, but the first one was really, really good. Soul Blade. This is also an awesome fighter beat 'em up right here. This is an awesome game right here. I mean, this is basically Soul Calibur, but it was first called Soul Blade. But yeah, this is a good one. You got to try it out. Okay, Resident Evil Director's Cut. And of course, I got the original Resident Evil also, but that one's locked up in my case here. But yeah, Resident Evil Director's Cut and Resident Evil 2. Now, the reason I didn't put Resident Evil 3 yet is because I haven't really started it yet. So it's on my to-do list. But yeah, Resident Evil is really awesome on this system. Tomb Raider. This is an awesome adventure game. Everyone knows it's such a good game. But yeah, this is a system that started it off. And man, there's a lot of games on PlayStation. There's The Last Revelation. Of course, there's 2 and 3. So it's got all 4 trilogies on the PlayStation. Awesome game. Versus, also an awesome beat 'em up. If you haven't played Versus, yeah, you got to try it. It's really different, but man, Versus is awesome. Fighting Force. I know you guys heard of that one. That's a good one. That's a nice beat 'em up. It's got mixed reviews, but I personally really liked it. Fighting Force is an awesome game. It's an awesome beat 'em up for the PlayStation 1. Tobal, another fighter game. If you never played it, it's really a good game. I mean, it's really fun. You can do combinations, and it's a different style. So yeah, but if you've never played Tobal, yeah, you definitely got to check it out. Good game. Driver 2. This is one my son really liked. He really likes this game. This is a fun game. You can actually use it with the wheel. So yeah, totally good fun. If you like Driver, yeah, this is a good game right here. Fade to Black. Not a lot of people talk about this game, but yeah, this is a fun game right here. Still got those tank style controls like Resident Evil, but man, it's really a super awesome game. If you never played it, yeah, it's fun. It's interesting. Like I said, it's old school. You know, you move like a tank a little bit, but you make adjustments. It's a fun game. Dino Crisis. This is almost like a Resident Evil with dinosaurs, and it's pretty popular. There's even a Dino Crisis 2 on the system. But yeah, this is a fun game right here. Dino Crisis. You gotta play this one. Must play. Mortal Kombat Trilogy. Awesome game. Don't have to say much about it. Everyone knows Mortal Kombat. Man, this is where it started at. Right here on the PlayStation. Truly an awesome game. Mortal Kombat Trilogy with all the characters at the time. Sweet! So remember when I said this game made me a hardcore gamer? Check it out. These are my import games. So a lot of games were totally late to come to the market in the US. But however, in Japan, the games came out first. So these are some of my import games. So I have a lot. So I'm just going to show you a few that I really liked. So let's jump into this. First one up is Bloody Roar 2. It's the sequel to, of course, Bloody Roar. But man, this game was awesome when it came out. I mean, I remember I worked at a group home, and man, we used to play this game constantly. Bloody Roar 2. Time Crisis. Like I said, if you had a gun, holy moly, this was a great game to play right here. Time Crisis was an awesome game. Oop, and also Area 51. That was also a good game, by the way, but I was really blown away with Time Crisis. Tenchu. Man, this game is awesome here. And you know, the US version looked a little bit different. This one was a lot gory, if you could say. But man, Tenchu was an awesome game. I mean, I beat this game in 2 weeks, and it's a pretty long game. But Tenchu is an awesome game. This is a must play right here. Street Fighter Alpha Plus. This was the first Street Fighter that was in 3D. So I had to get it. Just had to get it. Awesome game right here. I couldn't believe that they actually made Street Fighter in 3D. And man, this game is totally worth it. Tobal 2. Tobal 1 is really fun, but man, they did such a good job on Tobal 2. I mean, the fighting style is still similar. It just had more characters, and man, but they did an awesome job on this game. And no one ever talks about it, but yeah, this is an awesome game. Tobal 2. Crisis Beat. If you like beat 'em ups, this is an awesome beat 'em up right here. And I'm not sure if this came out in the US, but man, this is such a fun beat 'em up right here. So you definitely got to check this out. This is also a must play. So I know I missed a lot of games, but there's so many good games on the PlayStation 1. So many. But hey, thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.